Hello Ghost, and welcome to another Ghost Recon Tactical PvP Shooter tutorial video. In this video I want to go over the three philosophies that I talked about in the last video and kind of show you guys how those three philosophies help me to become a better player, to get more kills, and to get more wins. Especially if you are a new player, I believe that I can kind of remove some of the learning curve from you if you pay attention to these videos and actually just follow the three philosophies. In this video, I'm going to show you how those three philosophies more or less come together and how I use those three philosophies to be more of a deciding factor in games. Now, this video isn't necessarily a clutch video. But this is a good example of how those three philosophies come into play. And these three philosophies could definitely help you if you're a solo queue player, and they can definitely help you if you are a new player to the game, especially if you're a new player who's solo queued. Like I've said, these three philosophies came about for me because I'm solo a lot. I don't necessarily have a squad that I can play with all the time. So even if I'm messing up or I'm getting killed a lot, you know, if you have a squad, you can just have a good time and laugh and enjoy the game. But if you really want to enjoy the game as a solo player, besides enjoying the graphics and things of those nature, then you're going to pay attention to these three philosophies. And obviously the first philosophy I like to talk about is always watch your back. You'll see in this video right here that I pretty much keep my head on a swivel. Never trusting randoms, and always pay attention to your surroundings. And paying attention to your surroundings is basically paying attention to where you are, where your team is, and then using your headphones to pay attention and listen to people who are moving around you. Now, on this particular map, I know for a fact that a lot of people like to snipe on this map. As you can see, a lot of those tracer rounds going past me from one end of the map to the other end. And being a solo player, for me, a lot of times I obviously get players on my team who make bad decisions. And in this first round, the two snipers on my squad got out-sniped. So now they are dead. So in this situation, this is a good example of paying attention to your surroundings. Now, these guys are all pinging this individual over here who I saw. And as you'll see, I'm moving my character around because I know for a fact that somebody's above me. I can hear him moving around. So I know that this individual was on the far side, just ran by. And I basically know exactly where he's going because I downed somebody right in front of the recon tower there. So knowing where he was, I downed him again. And I see this dude that's also coming up. They're pinging him. I see him. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that because if I push up to kill him, I was going to get shot in my back by this guy right here. And luckily, I heard him. Now, one of the things that I like to talk about as well is basically paying attention to your surroundings as well as making good decisions. Now, in this situation right here, it would have been a one-on-one situation, but because it took me too long to kill the dude who was in front and the other guy was basically going over to pick his team up, I wasn't able to do a one-on-one situation, so I had to vacate the area. So right now, obviously, he's picking everybody up, and now my main thing is to try to go get my team up and make even this round up. But what I actually should have done was I actually should have immediately tried to kill that dude over there in that area. And because of that, I'm going to get these guys up, but it's all going to go bad. So this right here is basically a situation where you have to learn from your mistakes. And the mistake that I made in this situation was not going ahead and challenging that guy immediately when he was running towards the recon tower after I went down. So yes, you want to learn from your mistakes. And these videos right here I'm basically trying to remove some of the learning curve for you new players who may be new to Breakpoint, you may be new to Wildlands, or you just may be new to PvP shooters in general. I'll be putting out some videos showing you veteran moves. I'll also be putting out videos showing you the mistakes that I've made, and then the corrective actions that should have been taken or can be taken, or the corrective actions that I knew when I was doing it I was making a mistake. So those videos will be coming up soon as well. So I'll continue in this video to kind of show you how the three philosophies come together as well. As you'll see in this next round here, I'm paying attention to my team, and they're basically all going to go up the middle. And my mindset is, if a squad is going to do the same thing over and over again, and if a squad is going to allow me to flank around them, I'm going to flank around them. Especially on a map like this, where a lot of times people are sniping, it kind of makes it a little easier for you to get behind the squad, because the majority of them are going to be in their scope, looking downfield or looking down range, trying to get that kill. So what you'll see here is I'm going to basically slow roll this situation, because I also know on this map, because I know that it's a good flanking map, the other squad knows it's a good flanking map as well. So a lot of times you'll try to flank on the left or on the right, and you'll run into another player. And that right there goes to paying attention to your surroundings. Anytime that I am running to a spot, I'm not really paying attention so much to the spot that I'm running to, so that I know where I'm going. I take in the entire screen, and I continuously look from right to left. And now a good example of how that works is, I was playing with one of my buddies. We were doing the PvE on Golem Island, and we both said, hey, we're going to run to the spot to see if there's a vehicle. Now he took off running to a spot, and I was running to that same spot, but he was just paying attention to the spot that he was going to. He keyed in on that spot, and then all of a sudden I start shooting. He's like, what in the world are you shooting at? And I'm like, I'm shooting at this dude that you're running up on that you didn't see, because you didn't take in the entire screen. So if you are running to a spot, you know the spot that you're going to. You don't have to worry about that as much, but you do need to pay attention to your surroundings as you run to that spot. And I guarantee you, if you start scanning from left to right, you'll begin to see people that you didn't see before coming towards you. Now, like I said, I was able to flank and get over here. I ducked back behind cover because I was not in the scope that I wanted to be. I was looking down sights, and I wanted to be over the shoulder. So when I went back to the rock, I changed my view from down sights to over the shoulder, and that allowed me to come out and lay him down. Now, because I took care of those two guys over there, my team is able to take care of the one guy over here. And then what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna be a teammate, man, because I know that they're all three are chasing the guy, and they had an eye on him. He's a Panther, so he obviously cloaked. So I'm like, I'm just gonna hang around the recon tower, and once it comes back, I'll light him up again for him. But they're actually gonna find him up there and kill him. And obviously we're gonna go to the next round. So like I said, paying attention to your surroundings is definitely key. Always watching your back. If you'll see in my videos, if I'm in one spot for too long, you'll see me continuously rotating my guy around, looking behind me, looking in front, looking to the side. And I have my earphones on, and they are pretty good. They are pretty good earphones. So I'll pick up people who try to sneak up behind me. Just like in this video here, although they were pinging somebody who was in front of me, I heard the guy that was above me, and I heard him coming around, which in turn allowed me to kill him. So If you have headphones and you know how to change the settings to where the sound is coming through the headphones, do that. Unless, of course, you have an immaculate surround sound system, then that will work as well. So in this last round here, I'm basically going to show you the power of this gun that I'm using, which is the Honey Badger. I don't necessarily like the fire rate on it, but I 100% have to respect the damage output that the Honey Badger has. Yeah, as you'll see, I'll be pretty much sniping these guys from across the bridge with this basically an SMG. One other thing too is finding a gun that you like and finding guns that do pretty good damage output. And obviously on Breakpoint, you want to, especially if you're new to the game, on Breakpoint, you have to pick up your consumables on the map. I've seen a lot of times people are like, where's my drone? I'm trying to put my drone up. You have to get your drone on the map. You have to get certain grenades on the map. And obviously your health syringes you have to pick up along the way. So that is one of the ways that the PvP is different from the PvE. And then you have situations like that where characters and players on the other team are just skipping across the map. So you have to be aware of that type of thing as well. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to offer cover from this side, because the entire opposite team is going to end up on the other side of the bridge there. But as you saw, once I got to the top of that bridge, I basically looked behind me. I'm always going to be keeping my head on a swivel, because in the beginning of my time on Breakpoint, you know, a lot of PvP games, I've been shot in my back a lot, and a lot of that came from trusting my teammates. But I can honestly say a lot of it came from not paying attention to my surroundings, not listening to what was going on. If I had been listening more, using my headphones, then I probably could have heard a lot of these people sneaking up behind me. But not paying attention to my surroundings and trusting my teammates got me shot in the back a lot. And I definitely got shot in the back a lot as a solo player. So I'm continuously 100% keeping my head on the swivel. In this situation right here, because I kind of realized that the other squad was just hanging out on that side, and then I did realize that had a couple of bodies, or at least one body down on that side, and they continuously tried to get over there to pick them up. And that's basically what happens. The whole squad is pretty much going to die on the top side of that bridge there. I saw this guy go down below me, and I heard there was basically a silenced weapon, so I was trying to see if he got killed by close range. Now, another thing that helps me to not die so much in games is I give myself one failed rescue attempt a day. So I'll pick you up, especially somebody who's pinging themselves. If I pick you up and I'm immediately killed by the dude who killed you, then there will be no more rescue missions for today. I won't pick anybody up until the end of the round, where there's only one person left on the opposite team. Then I'll pick you up. So there's another thing that will help you. Unnecessary pickups in this game. You don't want to do that, but I'll actually talk about that in the next video. So if this information was useful, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, do all the things. I'll have another video where I'll be showing the mistakes that I made and how I corrected those mistakes. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I have all of those links in the description. I'm a bit of an artist, so if you go on Instagram and follow me, you can see all my artwork there. All right, so please check me out if you'd like, and until the next one, I'm out. Peace.